Hey everyone and welcome to the video. So today we're going to talk about Saints Row's character development, because I feel with the issue with the characters that everyone doesn't like could be solved possibly either within the game or in a sequel, so I wanted to kind of just talk about that today. So, previously in Saints Row, it feels like character development has always been kind of weird. One game they're one thing, the next game they're the next thing, and there's not really much explanation outside of, random bits of information in interviews. For example, picture Shaundy from Saints Row 2 to 3. The change isn't done very well. I feel like with the new Saints Row, change could be done very well in sequels, and possibly to make these characters older or more gangster as people like to ask for, it could easily be done. So, the way I look at it is, so let's say you don't like Eli, or let's say you don't like the boss, and you're worried these characters are too young. Well, depending on when the next game is set and how long it takes to come out, if it's set in modern time, we could have an older cast of characters that are more mature and grown up through the experiences of this first Saints Row game. Obviously, this all kind of depends on the story, but we could have a much more mature, older looking cast, which may be more up people's street when it comes to Saints Row. The next game could essentially be the Saints Row everyone has wanted, mixed with the Saints Row that we're getting currently, and it could be a perfect game. Now, that's not to say that in this game the characters won't develop enough into people we like. I actually personally think that at this point, we're going to really like the characters by the end of the game, but I think a lot of people won't give it a chance because of their looks. But I think if people give it a chance, you will actually kind of like the characters towards the end. And for me personally, I like the way the characters are now. I didn't at the start, but I'm kind of over it, and I think, they'll be fun and cool enough anyway, and I'm sure when the interviews come out with the actual cast, it'll be even cooler to see like what vibes they're going for with each character. So for me, I feel like character development through the story in this game could be done very well, and perhaps make us love these characters even more depending on how serious the story is, any emotional points which I've heard there might be, and any more serious moments. And obviously with the leaked cutscenes and stuff, I haven't really watched them obviously, but I've heard that they were fairly serious and cool, and people have been enjoying them. So, the way I look at it is these characters are probably going to mature throughout this game, and then if we ever get a sequel for Saints Row, which I highly think we will, I mean, I doubt they would just reboot a series for one game. If we get a sequel, depending on how well the game does, I really feel that Saints Row 2, as we're going to call it, will be a much more mature cast, especially from the backlash initially with the CGI and the way these characters look. I think they will at least take that into consideration, and obviously while they're not backing down with this game, they may alter things for the next game. Even if it's just cosmetic things. I mean, realistically, we don't know a great deal about these characters besides the way they look. The way they look is what set people off. So for all we know, they could have a more gangster-esque personality, and that could really transfer to a new sequel if they change the looks. Obviously, again, I still have hope for the characters in this game. I'm not sitting here going, the characters are bad, you shouldn't be excited. Like, that's really not what I'm saying. I'm actually really excited for the game now, and I don't think the characters will be as bad as people say. I mean, I guess maybe as I'm a Saints Row 2 and 3 fan primarily, those are the games I like the most. This game does kind of edge towards my interest, especially with the third being my first game. So I guess the characters do kind of edge towards my interest a little and not towards other people's, and I understand that. I always have. I know that I'm in a somewhat minority of, liking the older games and the newer games in equal amount for different reasons, so I'm very aware. But I feel like with these characters being the way they are, when this new game comes out, they could really develop into something that we all love. I mean, I already think they will. But in a possible sequel, they could expand upon this even further, maybe edging towards the people they initially upset with the CGI and initial thoughts on the characters. I'm not saying they have to change these characters completely, but they could develop them to be more up their street whilst keeping the initial spirit and passion they put into these characters originally. I feel like there is a healthy balance that can be had with correct character development. In other words, people who are sitting here at the new Saints Row going, this game is over, give it a chance, because I feel like with correct character development, either in this story or transferring to the next game, these characters could possibly be more up your street than you're thinking. Aesthetics are one thing, but if they are the more gangster material personality-wise, even if you're not expecting it, then that's another. And I think that looks shouldn't just completely throw you off. It's okay to be hesitant, but I'm saying just give it a chance and look at it. And I think with correct character development, this game could definitely be more at people's street than it is currently. I mean, I'll say this every single time I have to, okay? I am fully sold on Saints Row. I think this game is fantastic. I honest to God think it's going to be a great game, and I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, we're less than 40 days away, and I'm terrified for this game because I'm so excited, nervous, and I've got so much work to do. But not everyone is like that. Not everyone is on that same level of hype, and that upsets me because, Saints Row is a beloved franchise to me, and I want everyone to be as excited as I am because I know I'm really looking forward to it. So If you are, essentially all I can say is, give the characters a chance. Let's see how it turns out, okay? Let's not close the book on Saints Row and go, I'm not touching it because I don't like the way it looks. How about we see what's actually inside and you know, we give it a chance, because that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more for doing so, and I think you would too. Either way, with correct character development, this initial shock factor that we had perhaps with the CGI and the Welcome to Santo Ileso trailer won't happen again. I feel like with some good character development, and I'm talking purely aesthetically, I don't know personalities, yes, but I feel with some good, you know, transformation of the looks towards maybe a sequel, or even in this game. I know Kevin transforms a little in this game, looks-wise. He gains tattoos and stuff, so it's proven that character development look-wise is there. It's gonna happen in this game. Question is how much and how much more will these characters become beloved, especially with the internal customization that we've seen. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. My microphone is now, you know, here. I can now talk again, which is fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm not sure if this will be an improvement or an unimprovement on my last microphone, but it seems better in my ears. So, I mean, maybe it's easier to listen to. I know it gives me a lot less hassle when editing because I usually have to mess with the audio levels, but this sounds fine. So, hey, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know I sure did making it. I've been thinking about character development a lot, and yeah, thank you for all the support. Make sure you subscribe, because listen, okay, we're on a challenge, and I know that every YouTuber says this, but I really want this to happen, okay? So, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the channel. It's August 11th, I think, or maybe 13th, one of those. And I want to hit 3K before then. That's my goal, okay? 3K before the 1-year anniversary of AJTS. Let's see if we can do it. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later, guys. Peace out.